friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had a fabulous month of August. I really have been enjoying the month of August simply because I have been trying a lot of things in my collection and I have a bunch of new favorites to share with you. This might be a lengthy one, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with sort of the body care items that I have been loving this month. The first are some vitamins. These are the Olly Perfect Women's gummy vitamins. There are 90 in here and you take 2 each day. They're just wicked tasty. They have 3 different types of varieties in there and they are all delicious. I have been really enjoying these. It's been making taking vitamins every day a lot easier and more memorable because they're sitting right in my bathroom. They're delicious and tasty, so I'm more apt to take them. So for somebody like me who wants to take a vitamin but you struggle because you don't want to swallow a pill or you don't like the taste of yours, give these a try. I got them at Target and they were pretty affordable for essentially like a 45-day supply. So big fan of these, and I have been taking my vitamins literally every single day since I got these. The other body care item that I've been obsessed with is a shower gel from The Body Shop. This is the Early Harvest Raspberry Shower Gel. This is not a new fragrance for me. I picked this up at TJ Maxx and I have only ever really used this as a body exfoliant, but man, this scent is just awesome. If you like the smell of like a raspberry puree, basically, you want this in your life. I don't know if I would like it as a lotion. I'm not sure I want to smell this heavily like a fruit, but as a shower gel, it's awesome. The scent lasts a long time. Even when I get out of the shower, I can still smell it on my skin. And I'm sure if I didn't put lotion on, the smell would still stay, but because I put lotion on, the smell goes away. But it's awesome. If you can get it at TJ Maxx. I see Body Shop stuff at TJ Maxx literally all the time. So if you can get your hands on it, I would totally recommend it. The other discovery that I found comes from Walgreens. When I was in Maine for a weekend, I got a wicked bad sunburn, and I'm not somebody who likes to put aloe on. Just straight aloe to me is kind of sticky. I don't like the texture of it. I don't like the way it sits on my skin. It just isn't my favorite to put on. But I didn't bring anything with me because I'm not used to getting sunburn. I'm normally pretty good. So I was desperate. It was a bad burn, and I went into Walgreens and I came across this. This is the Moisturizing Aloe Vera Hydrating Body Lotion, and it's from the Well at Walgreens brand. It was like $2.50 for this. They had this one and they had like a coconut based one. So I picked this one up because it reminded me that Bath & Body Works sells. Now, I will say that it's not as gel-like as a texture as the Bath & Body Works one, but it has the same effect. It provides like the nice cooling sensation on your skin. Because it's a lotion, you don't have that weird sticky aloe sensation, but it felt really nice. You can see I've used quite a bit of it thanks to that sunburn, and the scent is really just like a nice pleasant aloe sort of like Vera hand lotion. So big fan of this, and again, it was only $2.50, so not that bad at all compared to the Bath & Body Works ones, which are real expensive. And I couldn't get any this year because they didn't have any at the semi-annual sale, at least in my particular stores that I went to. So that was a great sort of, not necessarily dupe, but same type of product. So I was really happy to discover that. All right, now on to primers. I'm getting to that part in my collection where I'm really starting to pull out the last sort of nitty-gritty leftovers that I've had hanging around. So I ended up picking up a while ago an Avon eyeshadow primer, and I'm finding that I'm really, really liking it. It comes in a tub like this, and when you open it, you can see that it's just suspended in there. It's sort of like a whipped type of texture. It's really nice. The color isn't super good at neutralizing, which isn't a big deal to me because I'm not someone who needs to neutralize the color of my eyelids, but it works really well as like a nice lightweight but very sort of sticky almost type of texture, and I find that eyeshadow just sucks on there and stays on there, and I really, really like the way it works. It was pretty inexpensive if I can remember correctly. Like I said, I bought it a long time ago, but I've been really, really happy with this. The other primer actually is a discovery from my Sephora Play box. It's the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. You can see I've used a good chunk of this primer. This is everything that I think the Pixie Glow primer wants to be, but just doesn't quite do it. This has a really subtle type of glow. I have it on my face today, and I've been loving the way it sinks into my skin. It produces this nice glow without any sort of shimmer, which I don't really know how it's able to do this, and I really, really like this. I think I'm gonna add this to my purchase list for Christmas once I get through my other face primers. I think I'm down to like 2 or 3, and then I could probably justify a purchase of this, but this stuff is really top notch. And if you're looking for a solid type of glow primer, that will do the job for you. Another type of priming eyelid product that I've been a big fan of is the LOccitane. This is the Birchbox Tati collaboration shadow stick in the shade On Point. I really, really like this particular color, first off, but I've ended up using this as not just a shadow base, but as an eyeshadow. And I've never really used these sticks or the color tattoos as just a regular eyeshadow, but for some reason, this color, it's just been really, really flattering, and I've been really liking colors like this. It's easy to blend out. It's very, very soft. The only con of this is pretty much every other time I use it, as you can see here, I have to resharpen it. So it goes pretty quickly compared to other shadow sticks that I've used. And I don't know if I'll repurchase it because I have so many other things in my collection, but right now I'm a big fan of this. And if you can get your hands on it, I would recommend it because it's a really nice color, and these are very long lasting and easy to work with types of shadow sticks. The other thing that I've been loving is what's on my face right now. It's the Maybelline Dream Wonder foundation. I have the shade 10, which is Porcelain Ivory. It might be the lightest shade, I think, in the range, but this is just such a nice non-foundation foundation. I have found that it provides light to medium coverage, and that's what I like about it. It doesn't look heavy on my face. It's comparable to me to some of my stronger BB creams that I like to wear. It's just a really, really nice foundation. It evens out my skin tone. I came across this because, again, I am hitting that bottom part of my foundation and BB cream collection where I'm getting down to the things that either have hung around for a while and I don't really have use for, or I have never actually used before, and now I'm finally getting to them. And I had forgotten that I had purchased a second bottle of this, and it sat in my collection very neglected, and now I pulled it back out, and it's definitely a go-to for me. I've also discovered a new brush in my collection. This is the Morphe E3 brush. It's basically like a powder brush. I have been using this to put any kind of setting powder on my face. I normally set my areas that I cover where there's acne, and then I've also been setting my under eye area as a strategy to try to help more with the fine line issue that I've been complaining about now for what feels like going on 3 months. This is really nice at putting on powder. I never understood the need for like a fluffy brush like this until I finally pulled it out and use it. I can totally attest my having this to the Morphe monthly subscription service that they offer where they send out brushes. If you're somebody like me who doesn't venture outside of their comfort zone for brushes and or doesn't have a lot of brushes, I feel like the Morphe subscription service is a really good use of collecting new brushes, because all the brushes I've gotten from there, I don't get it anymore because I didn't need to keep getting all those brushes every month. I just really enjoyed all the brushes that I got though, and they're really good quality. So this has not disappointed me at all now that I'm finally finding a use for it in my collection. The next thing that I have, because this just keeps going, like I said, I've used a lot of new products this month. I have fallen in love with this Essence lip product. So what I have on my lips today, it is similar to the NYX Butter Glosses in the sense that it's a somewhat opaque type of lip gloss. It's very easy, low maintenance, stays on my lips. I like the way it feels. I can't remember though what the name of the product is or the shade, because, and this I think is kind of silly on their part, the sticker that has all the information is actually what they use to keep this sealed. So as soon as I twisted it the first time and unlocked it, the label with all the information came off with it. This also has, in my opinion, a pretty nice doe foot applicator, which I like. It makes it really easy to put product on my lips. So I've been a big fan of this, and I also bought a second shade of it. Again, I don't know the colors. I'll try to get the information and then put it in the description box down below if you're curious. I picked the 2 lightest shades in the collection because to me they're the most neutral, and we all know that I'm a big neutral lip person. The last sort of discovery that I've had that I've been loving this month comes from my Balm How About Them Apples palette. I, as you guys can probably know by now, finished the cider one that I had been loving, and so I kind of was starting to figure out what to do with these other shades. Played around with crisp and caramel and candy, and I find that I really, really like caramel. It freaked me out at first, but the strange thing is when you actually stop and blend it out, it's not nearly as dark as it looks in the pan. It's this really pretty wash of color that I really have been enjoying on my cheeks. So I'm really happy to have made that discovery. And I'm gonna say, guys, I really would encourage you, if you're someone who likes cream cheek products, to give this palette a try. I've enjoyed the shades in here. It's a really nice, solid formulation, and it stays on my cheeks all day, even when I'm kind of sweaty, even when it's really warm outside. They don't melt away, so I really have been loving this palette, and of course the caramel shade in particular. I'm so happy I got to play around with a bunch of new products this month and really kind of get a feel for more of what's in my collection. But as we all know, the end of summer means the start of school, which I'm both excited about and nervous, as I am every year. I of course want to hear from you guys. What have you been up to during August? What have you been loving this month? Any cool things you've been doing? Let me know all of that in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.